Good morning, everybody. Wishing you a triumphant Thursday. Let me see. I made some notes here. I made a little bit of an outline because I don't want to always be so scattered. But I got up this morning and I started watching motivational speakers. And at my age, particularly in the 80s and 90s when my friends were dying and everything, we were all about positive thought. Everybody was about their codependence, and John Bradshaw and Melody Beattie and Louise Hay and crystals and affirmations. And I've read every book. I've read every self-help book. What color is your parachute? How big is your balloon? The Zen of motorcycle maintenance. Every Eckhart Tolle, Conversations with God. I've done Course in Miracles. Done it, been there, done it all. But the reality of it is, you got to live it. You can't just read it. You know what I mean? You got to live it. And it's the same thing with me getting up this morning, laying there watching motivational videos, and it's like, Loka, you need to just be motivated. You need to get motivated. Quit watching the fucking videos and get motivated. Or as my old boyfriend many years ago used to say, motivated. He had a motivational problem. And I think I mentioned it before. He was so fucking pretty. I had no desire to correct his English. So, which was his only language, I may add. Anyway, so I'm here, and I don't want to get motivated. I want to be motivation. I want to be motivation. And it's funny because I just got I don't usually name names, but I just got a text from a friend, Frank Strona, who has been an absolute saint to help walk me through this and help get into Jack's computer and all that stuff. And he said, Billy, quit trying to be a superstar and just be a superstar. And I got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. So let's go. Anyway, so I showed you the wait, today's proceedings are brought to you by Café Bustelo y Agua Nuevo Café Bustelo Supreme. Se dice Supreme, pero tú sabes que es Supremo. Anyway, and not to my just having my coffee, but I would like to introduce you to I call it my little cafetera de envidia, una copa de envidia. I mean, like, who would not be envious of this? My friend Maria Elena Bravo, she brought me this from Miami, and I treasure it. So that's how I'm having my coffee today. Anyway, and the other day I mentioned that I was sponsored by Miracle Blur. This was some kind of putty or spackle that you put in your face. It's supposed to, like, at least you're not able to connect the dots with your pores. Anyway, but I was in Walgreens the day before yesterday to talk with pharmacists because Jack adored our pharmacist, and he was an Asian boy that Jack was hot for. So that shows you how cute he is, And I wanted to tell him personally that Jack had passed away. And while I was waiting, he was out and whatnot, and I was farting around there, and I saw some kind of tinted moisturizer. So I put it on, and I thought, well, it didn't look bad. And I thought, well, how would that look with my blurring stuff, So the day I got up and I washed my face and did my thing, brushed my teeth, shaved, shower, whatever, and I put my blur on, and then I went over to Walgreens. I went over to Walgreens to try this stuff out because I don't have $14 to just buy this stuff. You know what I mean? So I went over to Walgreens to try this stuff out, and it was early. It was like 8:30 or something, 8 o'clock. So there was like really nobody around except for that salty old cashier behind the main counter. There was nobody over there in the maquillage area. Cosmetics. So, I proceeded to like get these different things and she's yelling at me, sir, you're going to have to bring me those because I'm going to have them discarded. And I said, and she said, you can't. And I said, they're testers already. I'm using testers. Like, what kind of white trash do you take me for? They were testers. So anyway, so I went to Walgreens and I put on some tinted moisturizer and stuff. So you can maybe let me know how it looks. And if it makes any improvement at all, maybe I'll eventually buy some. I even put on a little deodorant while I was there. So I'm going to do one of those get ready with me videos. But anyway, as I said, I've done all of these, I've read all these books and I've done all these exercises, but it's just time to really get busy and, fuck the road less traveled. You gotta walk the road you're on. Walk the road you're on. So I'm feeling good today. Of course, I'm having my moments. Yesterday was tough. Yesterday I had to go see a Social Security attorney, and and I can only imagine how horribly defeated my husband Jack, how that dear, sweet, beautiful man. I can't even imagine how defeated he must have felt for him to take his own life. How hopeless. And one of the things in his note to me, he said, of course, you'll get my Social Security benefits. See, I've been on disability for something. I'm not ashamed of that. My body kicked out about a decade ago. And yeah, I look fairly presentable, but, I'm only good for standing about 20, whatever. Nobody wants to hear about physical stuff. But anyway, he was under the impression, as was I, that I would get whatever his benefits would have been, as opposed to mine. And since he made more money than I ever did, it would have maybe given me a little raise, So a friend from Miami hooked me up with a cousin who happens, Social Security attorney. That's one of the things about being from Miami is somebody always knows somebody to hook you up with, which is just like wonderful. Or if you have Chinese in-laws too, then you always have a Chinese hookup. You just may not be able to communicate. So, so anyway, I went to see this guy and he was sweet and, referred to me as family. I'd never met him before because I'm a friend of his cousins. And, but as it turns out, no, I don't get Jack's benefits. That it doesn't work that way. Had he been retired or disabled at the time of his death, and I was also, then I would get his benefits, but I don't. So, I could have used a few extra, I don't know, it would have been probably a considerable amount of money, but that doesn't bother me. I'm going to get by. I'm going to live. I'm going to survive. What really hurts me is that even in death, his best intentions were defeated. And that's why I just cannot, wherever he is, I cannot let him see me go down. I will not go down. So we're going to carry on with this, and we're going to get on with this, and we're going to find something to laugh about every day. We're just going to get on moving. And let me see, what else do I have here that I wanted to talk about? Social Security, and we talked about motivation and becoming motivation instead of just trying to get motivated. So I guess I bored you enough for now. I'm off to I'll tell him more about it tomorrow. But I'm off to get an urn for Jack's ashes, and it's going to be an emotional day. So yeah, sit back, have a cup of bustelo, have a wonderful day, and I love you. And adopt a cat. Even better, adopt an old cat or adopt an old dog. The shelters are full of animals that have had to be surrendered because their guardians passed away or were evicted, had to move, go into assisted living. So while the puppies and kittens are really cute, it's us old timers out there, whether we're on 2 legs or 4 legs, that need support. I love you. Can't wait to talk to you again. Bye.